Hello everybody, this is a Shadowbox and welcome back to SnowRunner. This is episode 15. This is after the multiplayer session with Debo. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. We're just in single player today. We are in the garage at Black River and I've installed a couple more mods. I think I decided I want to leave mod trucks out of the hardcore Let's Play. I mean, I may change my mind in the future, but as of right now, I think I want to leave trucks out. But I think add-ons and trailers are fair game. So I have not added back the money that I said I was going to from removing the Stronger Cranes mod. But this mod that I installed, Pogrim's Saddle Crane, it's free. So rather than adding the money back, I'm just going to add this saddle crane for free. And basically this is just a longer crane to go with semi-trailers. And it's a little bit stronger too, and it can actually reach across the entire trailer, which is good for the White Western Star, so I figured we would go ahead and throw this on here. We do have, you could see there's a different version of the crane too with a flatbed. That will be useful in the future, I think, but if you use that, you cannot attach a trailer behind, so I think we're going to leave it off the Fleet Star, because that's kind of the Fleet Star's main advantage. But if you couldn't tell from the contract being active, I want to get a couple more contracts out of the way. We have the essentials to do in Smithville Dam, so we're gonna go do that. And we left the semi-trailer up by the town warehouse, if I remember correctly. So just gonna be a little drive to go up and grab that. Alright, so here we are arriving in Black River. There are a couple of things to keep in mind when using this crane add-on. It does not fit with every trailer. We pretty much can't use Olsum's semi-trailers with this mod, which is unfortunate because that's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite trailer mod. However, Pogrim does make his own trailer mod, which does work with this crane mostly. And some of the vanilla trailers do not work with the crane, such as like the fuel trailer or any trailer that's a little bit larger. The flatbeds on the sideboard vanilla trailers seem to work just fine though, so if you're not using any trailer add-ons, just don't put the fuel tank on here and you should be okay. I need to attach the trailer. There we go. So I must have completely passed the sideboard trailer we were using. I thought I was using a sideboard trailer. Maybe I was just using a flatbed trailer. I honestly don't remember. I've been playing some just my non-hardcore save just on my own, and I have like totally different trucks and everything that I'm using there. So sometimes it's when I'm going back and forth, it's hard to keep everything straight. So I did experiment with recording in 1440p. However, I did not anticipate how much larger the file size was going to be. So I think I'm going to stick with 1080p. Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you guys think about that. Just because I tried the 1440p and it took me over 3 hours to upload that video, so it's kind of like, well, what's the point of upgrading my internet then if I'm just going to wait the same amount of time to upload? Yeah. A 1080p video takes me about half an hour to upload, just by comparison. Alright, so let's get the supports out. One thing to note about the supports for Pogrim's crane mods, both this and the 2-slot one, don't retract the supports, just restore the crane. Because I think the supports maybe go a little bit too far down and they like clip into the terrain. In my other save, I had a truck, when I manually retracted the supports, it flipped over. But just restoring the crane works fine. So it's just something to be aware of. Alright, so there's that, and here's the next one. As you can see, this crane is much longer than the default cranes. It can reach, I think, all the way to the back of the trailer. So that'll make it useful for loading larger cargoes as well. Oops, I want this to be a little bit neater. Good enough. But yeah, if I extend this out all the way, you can see it goes, it reaches all the way to the back of the trailer, which is handy. I don't know how useful it would be as like a recovery crane, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, and restore the crane. Alright, let's get to Smithville Dam, where we need to load up a couple of fuel barrels, and then we should be able to drive to the farm, and we'll go get the bricks from there. Alright guys, here we are in Smithville Dam with our planks and our fuel. And I think I want to clarify something with my stance on mods. It's not that I'm fully against adding mod trucks into hard mode. I think the problem is most of the mod trucks that I see, especially American or North American style mod trucks, they're grossly overpowered to the point where I feel like it would take a lot of the challenge out of hard mode. I know Ranger makes some pretty good military trucks that are both powerful and not extremely overpowered. However, I kind of also want to stay away from just the straight up military style. I don't have any problem with people that do play against that. I think it'd be interesting to watch, but I just don't think that's how I want to play. So yeah, I found, again by Ranger, he's made a Mercedes-Benz Zetros, which is pretty good in my opinion, but we don't really see those in the United States. And I don't know if they're in Canada or not, so if I were to use that one, it wouldn't be until I go to Russia, and probably not until I'm done with Tamir. I think I definitely want to get through at least Tamir using only in-game trucks. And then once we're in the DLC, maybe we can be a little bit more loose about it. But yeah, if you have suggestions for North American style mod trucks that you want me to try, I would be appreciative of that, because I do want to test more, and I would like to find some that are decent. And I'm referring to primarily larger trucks, like trucks that can haul. I know there's a lot of Scouts, many of which are fairly good and balanced, but I feel like I've got Scouts covered. I found well, I shouldn't say I found, like I discovered it, but I've been testing a Toyota Tacoma at the suggestion of Friday, and I really, really like it. And I also found a Hummer H1 that I also really, really like. So if it comes to the point where I've run out of North American Scouts, I've got two waiting that I can try out, but I've also found it's not a truck, it's an add-on pack that I'm currently testing in my single player. It's a tow truck add-on. So I haven't really played with it yet, I just found it today and then I started recording, so I'm gonna have to actually try that out and see how it goes. But that would be pretty useful for some of the recovery missions, I think, especially because I like actually rescuing the vehicles more realistically rather than just winching them when I can. If it's a Scout, I'd like to load it up on the flatbed, or if it's a larger truck, I'd like to tow it out with an actual tow add-on. I can't believe SnowRunner didn't put just like a tow crane or like a wrecker crane in the game. It's one of the major things that's lacking, in my opinion. I'm also curious what your guys' thoughts are on the latest season that's been announced by the SnowRunner development team. According to A Tribe Called Cars, which is another YouTube channel, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're familiar with A Tribe Called Cars. He says that Season 8 is confirmed to be based around farming. I am very hesitant about that. If it wasn't for the fact that I have the Year 2 Season Pass, I don't think I would be getting it. I want Farming Simulator to be farming, I want SnowRunner to be trucking. If the devs wanted to do a farming game, I think it should be its own thing. I don't know if... we already have that racing season in SnowRunner, and that's weird enough, but at least it's truck racing, right? And then to just totally take a left turn and say, okay, we're Farming Simulator now, but only in a DLC, Like, that's really weird. Maybe it's a proof of concept for a future game they're gonna make, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like farm-based hauling, which maybe wouldn't be too bad. You know, like hauling combines and stuff, or maybe using tractors to, like, I don't know, clear an area. I don't know how it could possibly work and keep the SnowRunner formula, but yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, I won't be playing through it on the channel for quite a while unless I just do, you know, live streams on it that are unrelated from the hard mode Let's Play. So it's kind of a moot point, at least for now. Alright, I believe this is the first contract that we're going to be, have completed in not Black River, Smithville Dam. Which is good. We're still making progress through Michigan. I think I want to do the aid to the workers logging contract on my own, because it's only 2 loads of logs and they're here in Smithville Dam, and they're kind of in unique locations. One's at the drilling site and one's at the quarry. I don't mind using multiplayer for when there's multiple loads going to the same destination over and over, like it just makes it less tedious. But if there's just like one load going to unique destinations, I'm probably gonna do it in single player. So yeah, we'll see about maybe I'll tackle that in the next episode, doing that aid to the workers. I think this episode I want to finish off the essentials, and then I might use the Fleet Star and tackle winter stores. I think that wouldn't be bad. So yeah, we are getting to the point, talking about mods again, we are getting to the point where I have added a few mods, I think 4 or 5 total, so I may add a page in my spreadsheet document and post a link to that in the description of videos going forward. I'm not sure if I will or not, considering all the mods I use are available from the in-game mod browser, so posting links is not really that necessary, but maybe I'll at least list the mods I'm using in the description. Olsom's Trailer Pack, Pogrim's Trailers, Pogrim's Saddle Crane, Pogrim's Flatbed Crane, and Pogrim's Universal Add-ons so far. So for the winter stores contract, we need to get back to the logistics base, which is going to be interesting. I want to use the Fleet Star for it, but I'm honestly not sure if the Fleet Star is going to be fully up to the task. It is very, very boggy back there. What I may do is I may take the crane off the Fleet Star temporarily just to reduce the weight, and then I'll move this truck up to the service center so we can load the Fleet Star with using this crane, and then the Fleet Star can take the... Though, you know what? Now that I say that out loud, I may do just the opposite. I may take the White Western Star to the garage here, put the flatbed on it with no crane, have the Fleet Star come up and load the White Western Star, because the White Western Star I think would do better than the Fleet Star in that situation. Decisions to make. I also need to find a source of fuel, regardless. I think we're pretty much done with Black River. We do have to go there to pick up some loads of logs, but we could probably move the fuel trucks into Smithville Dam at this point. Alright guys, here we are in the Fleet Star. We are going to use the Fleet Star to bring the maintenance trailer to Smithville Dam. And I'm not going to worry too much about the free repair parts and fuel that's in that trailer. We'll use it to refuel the White Western Star before and after the journey. But if it's not, if we don't use 90% of the fuel and repair parts, that's totally fine. They don't hold that much to begin with anyway. I mean, I guess they hold more than a scout trailer, and I'm using the scout trailer, so maybe it is a little bit of a waste, but it's alright. I just want to get this winter stores done because it unlocks more contracts as well. And there's plenty more fuel that we haven't even discovered yet in both Drummond Island and Island Lake. Alright guys, here we are approaching the service hub. We're going to get this winter stores contract taken care of, and I think we're going to end the episode there. Before I detach, let's go ahead and refuel. And detach. Let's turn on the crane. Pogrim's Universal Add-ons also does add a different crane instead of this like yellow one. It's just like an Atlas mini crane, I think is what it's called. So we'll definitely check that out as well. Though I should learn from the last crane mod I tested. I should probably test it in my single player first. Well, this is mostly all single player. I mean my non-hardcore mode first. I'll probably do some logistics off camera, like moving the fuel trailers and stuff like that over to Smithville Dam. It's not really interesting enough to record though, and if I end up flipping something, I'll record the rescue mission. Alright, there's that. Let's go ahead and top off the White Western Star. I didn't realize this has 500 gallons in it, so I thought it had 300 gallons in it. That must be what the Scout has. Oh well, I'm committed to this course of action. It's not like there isn't still plenty of, there's still plenty of fuel between, Drummond Island and Island Lake, like I mentioned before, so I'm not too worried about it. And we'll top off the White Western Star again before we, turn in this trailer, so we'll at least get some use out of it. And let's do that. There we go. Alright guys, I am going to leave this episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time we'll probably be doing some logging. I'm not sure if it's going to be single player or multiplayer, but I kind of want to get those contracts out of the way. But you guys know the plan changes all the time. So until next time guys, I've been A Shadowbox and you have a good one.